Chapter 1 Mindfulness of the Body. In the Anapanasati Sutra, the Buddha teaches mindfulness of breathing as a guided meditation. There are 16 exercises divided into 4 parts. The first part is using the breath to be mindful of the body. The second is using the breath to be mindful of the feelings. The third is breathing to be mindful of the mind. And the fourth is breathing to be mindful of the objects of the mind. In this book, all 4 of these areas or fields of mindfulness are covered. The exercises of mindfulness of the body are the most basic practice and can be used at any time as an instruction to exercise for looking deeply and transforming. They help us become accustomed to breathing consciously and to use the breathing to unite body and mind. Exercise 1. Joys of meditation as nourishment. 1. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Calm, smile. 2. Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Present moment, wonderful moment. Many people begin to practice sitting meditation with the help of this exercise. Even those who have meditated for many years continue to practice it because the exercise is so effective. Breathing in, give complete attention to the in-breath. Wherever in the body the breath may be, feel the calm it brings. Just like drinking cold water on a hot day. Feel how the breath cools the inner organs of the body. When practicing meditation, if the body is calm, then the mind is calm. Conscious breathing makes the body and mind one. In breathing out, smile to relax all the facial muscles. The face has about 300 small muscles in all. The nervous system will also be relaxed. The half smile can be seen as a sign of the calm brought by the in-breath, but it is itself also a means of attaining comfort and clear awareness of peace and joy. The conscious breathing and smile should be practiced during 5, 10, or even 15 in and out breaths before moving on to the second stage of the exercise. Stage 2 of the exercise brings us back to the present moment. By dwelling in the present moment, we put an end to attachment to the past and anxieties about the future. Life is only available in the present. We need to return to this moment to be in touch with life as it really is, to know that we are alive, that we can be in contact with all the wonders within us and around us is truly a miracle. We need to only open our eyes and to listen carefully to enjoy life's richness. In using conscious breathing, we can transform the present moment into a moment full of wonder and beauty. This exercise can be practiced anywhere in any time. In the meditation hall, in the kitchen, on the bank of the river, in a park, whether we are walking or standing still, lying down or sitting, even when we are working. Exercise 2. Joy of meditation as nourishment. 1. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In, out. 2. Breathing in, my breath grows deep. Breathing out, my breath goes slowly, deep, slow. 3. Aware of my body, I breathe in. Relaxing my body, I breathe out. Aware of body, relaxing body. 4. Calming my body, I breathe in. Caring for my body, I breathe out. Calming body, caring for body. 5. Smiling to my body, I breathe in. Easing my body, I breathe out. Smiling to body, easing body. 6. Smiling to my body, I breathe in. Releasing the tensions in my body, I breathe out. Smiling to body, releasing tensions. 7. Feeling joy to be alive, I breathe in. Feeling happy, I breathe out. Feeling joy, feeling happy. 8. Dwelling in the present moment, I breathe in. Enjoying the present moment, I breathe out. Being present, enjoying. 9. Aware of my stable posture, I breathe in. Enjoying the stability, I breathe out. Stable posture, enjoying. While this exercise is easy and pleasant to practice, it also brings about many good results. Through this exercise, Many people who are just beginning to meditate can taste the pure joy that meditation brings. Moreover, those who have already been practiced for many years can use this exercise to nourish body and mind and to continue further on the path of meditation. The first stage, in, out, is to identify the breath. If this is an in-breath, the practitioner must know that it is an in-breath. If this is an out-breath, the practitioner must know that this is an out-breath. In concentrating on the breath, even a few times, the practitioner will naturally stop thinking about the past and the future, putting an end to dispersed thought. This happens because the mind of the meditator is wholly with the breathing and identifying the in-breath and the out-breath. In this way, the meditator has become one with the breathing. The mind is no longer anxious mind or thinking mind. It is simply a breathing mind. The second stage, deep, slow, is to see that the in-breath is already growing deeper and the out-breath has already slowed down. This process happens of itself and doesn't require any effort on the part of the meditator. To breathe and to be aware that you are breathing, as in the first stage of the exercise, naturally makes the breathing deeper, slower, more even. In the other words, the breathing has more quality. When the breathing has become even, calm, and rhythmical, the practitioner begins to feel peace and joy in body as well as in mind. The tranquility of the breathing brings the tranquility of the body and of the mind. At this point, the meditator begins to experience meditation as the food of joy. The third stage, awareness of the whole body, relaxing the whole body, brings the mind home to the body with the in-breath, and the mind becomes acquainted with the body. The breathing is the bridge that takes the meditator from the body to the mind, and from the mind to the body. The function of the out-breath is to relax the whole body. While breathing out, the meditator allows the muscles in the shoulders, in the arms, and then in the whole body to relax so that a feeling of comfort is apparent in the whole body. The stage should be practiced for at least 10 in and out breaths. The fourth stage, calming the body, caring for the body, comes the functions of the body with the in-breath. With the out-breath, the meditator expresses a heart-filled compassion for the needs of the body. And the meditator continues to practice the third stage. The breath will be utterly calming and help the meditator to treat the body with deep respect and care. The fifth stage, smiling to the whole body, easing the body, brings the relaxation to all the facial muscles. The meditator sends the half smile to the whole body, as if it were a fresh, cool stream of water. To ease the body is to feel light. The state of the exercise nourishes the whole body through the compassion of the meditator. The sixth stage, smiling to the body, releasing the tensions in the body, is a continuation of the fifth stage. Here the breathing helps remove all the tensions still remain in the body. The seventh stage, feeling joy, feeling happy, brings awareness of the feeling of joy when the meditator breathes in. This is a joy of being alive, of being in good health, which is the same as living in awareness, of being able to nourish the body at the same time as the soul. The out-breath brings a feeling of happiness. To sit with nothing to do but breathe in awareness is a great happiness. Countless people bounce about like yo-yos in their busy lives and never have a chance to feel this meditator's joy. The eighth stage, present moment, wonderful moment, brings the meditator back to the present moment with the in-breath. The Buddha taught that the past has already gone and the future has not yet come, that we find life in what is happening now. To dwell in the present is truly to return to life. Only in the present moment is the meditator really in touch with the wonders of life, peace, joy, liberation, the Buddha nature, and nirvana cannot be found anywhere else. Happiness lies in the present moment. The in-breath helps the meditator be in touch with this happiness. The out-breath also brings much happiness to the meditator, and that is why he says wonderful moment. The ninth state, stable posture, enjoying, steadies the meditator in the sitting position he has adopted. It will help a posture that is not yet straight, not yet beautiful, to become both straight and beautiful. A stable sitting posture brings about ease and enjoyment of that stability. The meditator becomes master of his body and mind and is not pulled hither and thither by the different actions of body, speech, and mind in which he might otherwise drown. Exercise 3. Joy of meditation as nourishment. 1. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In, out. 2. Breathing in, my breath grows deep. Breathing out, my breath goes slowly. Deep, slow. 3. Breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel ease. Calm, ease. 4. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Smile, release. 5. Dwelling in the present moment. I know it is a wonderful moment. Present moment. Wonderful moment. This exercise also can be practiced everywhere, in the meditation hall, in the living room, in the kitchen, or while on a train. The first stage is designed to bring body and mind back into oneness, and at the same time to help bring us back to the present moment, to connect us with the miracle of life now occurring. If we can breathe in the spirit for 2 or 3 minutes, our breathing will quite naturally become light, leisurely, gentler, slower, and deeper. And naturally, we shall feel much more at ease in the body as well as in mind. This is the second stage, deep, slow. We can stay with this stage for just as long as we like. Next, we come to calm, ease. Here, we can achieve deeper tranquility, Sanskrit paradis, a great calm of body and mind, and the joy of meditation will continue to nourish us. The final 2 stages have already been discussed in exercise 2. We can learn by heart the Gatha, and we can also sing it.
In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, present moment, wonderful moment.
Exercise 4. Touching, connecting. 1. Aware of the hair on my head. I breathe in. Smiling to the hair on my head, I breathe out. Hair, smiling. 2. Aware of my eyes, I breathe in. Smiling to my eyes, I breathe out. Eyes, smiling. 3. Aware of my ears, I breathe in. Smiling to my ears, I breathe out. Ears, smiling. 4. Aware of my teeth, I breathe in. Smiling to my teeth, I breathe out. Teeth, smiling. 5. Aware of my smile, I breathe in. Smiling to my smile, I breathe out. Smile, smiling. 6. Aware of my shoulders, I breathe in. Smiling to my shoulders, I breathe out. Shoulders, smiling. 7. Aware of my arms, I breathe in. Smiling to my arms, I breathe out. Arms, smiling. 8. Aware of my lungs, I breathe in. Smiling to my lungs, I breathe out. Lungs, smiling. 9. Aware of my heart, I breathe in. Smiling to my heart, I breathe out. Heart, smiling. 10. Aware of my liver, I breathe in. Smiling to my liver, I breathe out. Liver, smiling. 11. Aware of my bowels, I breathe in. Smiling to my bowels, I breathe out. Bowels, smiling. 12. Aware of my kidneys, I breathe in. Smiling to my kidneys, I breathe out. Kidneys, smiling. 13. Aware of my feet, I breathe in. Smiling to my feet, I breathe out. Feet, smiling. 14. Aware of my toes, I breathe in. Smiling to my toes, I breathe out. Toes, smiling. This exercise helps the meditation practitioner to become more attuned to her body. The in-breath is to touch a certain part of the body, eyes, ears, heart, lungs, and so on. The out-breath smiles to the part of the body. The heart smile can soften and heal. It expresses care and affection for the body. The lungs, the heart, and the liver work diligently over many decades, but how often do we take the time to show them any attention and or compassion? Not only do we fail to recognize when these parts of the body are tired and out of sort, but we frequently take them in a brutal way, weakening them even further. The liver is destroyed by drinking alcohol. Incorrect breathing weakens the lungs, makes them vulnerable to disease, and at the same time undermines the other organs of the body. If we are always anxious and worrying and over-emotional, if we eat too much fat, we can put our heart at risk. But by breathing consciously and putting ourselves in touch with all the different parts of the body, we come to feel and understand the body, and we learn in a concrete way how we can bring it peace and joy. The peace and joys of the body is nothing other than our own peace and joy. This exercise is an exercise of love meditation toward the body. If we are not able to love our bodies, then how can we love anyone? The first time you practice this exercise, you might think it is too simple. But after you have been practicing it for some time, you shall see how important it is. At first, you just recognize and smile to the different parts of your body, but gradually you shall see each individual part very clearly and deeply. Every hair and every cell contains all the data necessary to make the universe. That is the teaching of interdependence found in the Avatamsaka Sutta. Every hair on your head is a message from the universe. You can realize awakening by meditating on a single hair. If you are practicing on your own, you can use this exercise when you are lying down to relax or to go to sleep. Exercise 5. Being in touch, looking deeply. 1. Looking at myself as a 5-year-old child, I breathe in. Smiling with compassion to a 5-year-old child, I breathe out. Myself 5 years old, smiling. 2. Looking at myself as a 75-year-old person, I breathe in. Smiling to the 75-year-old person, I breathe out. My 75 years old, smiling. 3. Looking at my physical body now, I breathe in. Smiling to my physical body now, I breathe out. My body now, smiling. 4. Aware of the look on my face now, I breathe in. Smiling to the look on my face, I breathe out. Look on my face now, smiling. 5. Aware of the state of my skin, I breathe in. Smiling to the state of my skin, I breathe out. State of my skin, smiling. 6. Aware of the state of my hair, I breathe in. Smiling to the state of my hair, I breathe out. State of my hair, smiling. 7. Aware of the state of my heart, I breathe in. Smiling to the state of my heart, I breathe out. State of my heart, smiling. 8. Aware of the state of my lungs, I breathe in. Smiling to the state of my lungs, I breathe out. State of my lungs, smiling. 9. Aware of the state of my liver, I breathe in. Smiling to the state of my liver, I breathe out. State of my liver, smiling. 10. Aware of the state of my bowels, I breathe in. Smiling to the state of my bowels, I breathe out. State of my bowels, smiling. 11. Aware of the state of my kidneys, I breathe in. Smiling to the state of my kidneys, I breathe out. State of my kidneys, smiling. 12. Caring for my heart, I breathe in. Smiling to my heart, I breathe out. Caring for my heart, smiling to my heart. 13. Caring for my lungs, I breathe in. Smiling to my lungs, I breathe out. Caring for my lungs, smiling to my lungs. 14. Caring for my liver, I breathe in. Smiling to my liver, I breathe out. Caring for my liver, smiling to liver. 15. Caring for my bowels, I breathe in. Smiling to my bowels, I breathe out. Caring for bowels, smiling to bowels. 16. Caring for my kidneys, I breathe in. Smiling to my kidneys, I breathe out. Caring for my kidneys, smiling to my kidneys. 17. Caring for my brain, I breathe in. Smiling to my brain, I breathe out. Caring for brain, smiling to brain. This exercise puts us in touch with our bodies and helps us to be aware of the condition of each part. It helps us express our concern and our compassion for those parts. This is a form of compassion meditation whose object is the body. It teaches us to live mindfully in order to protect our health and the peace and joy of our bodies. It shows us how to eat, drink, sleep, rest, and work mindfully each day so as not to bring poisons into our bodies. We learn not to work the part of the body, heart, intestines, kidneys, and so on, to exhaustion, and instead to learn how to rest, refresh, and restore to each part of capacity to function normally. Exercise 6. Being in touch, looking deeply. 1. Aware of my body, I breathe in. Smiling to my body, I breathe out. Aware of body, smiling. 2. Aware of the element earth in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element earth in me, I breathe out. Aware of earth, smiling. 3. Aware of the element water in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element water in me, I breathe out. Aware of water, smiling. 4. Aware of the element fire in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element fire in me, I breathe out. Aware of fire, smiling. 5. Aware of the element air in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element air in me, I breathe out. Aware of air, smiling. 6. Aware of the element space in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element space in me, I breathe out. Aware of space, smiling. Seven. Aware of the element consciousness in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element consciousness in me, I breathe out. Aware of consciousness, smiling. 8. Recognizing the element earth everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element earth everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing earth, smiling. 9. Seeing that the element earth contains water, fire, air, space, consciousness. I breathe in. Seeing that earth is water, fire, air, space, consciousness, I breathe out. Earth contains other elements. Earth is the other elements. 10. Recognizing the element water everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element water everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing water. Smiling. 11. Seeing that the element water contains earth, fire, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that water is earth, fire, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. Water contains other elements. Water is the other elements. 12. Recognizing the element fire everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element fire everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing fire. Smiling. 13. Seeing that the element fire contains earth, water, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that fire is earth, water, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. Fire contains other elements. Fire is the other elements. 14. Recognizing the element air everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element air everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing air. Smiling. 15. Seeing that the element air contains earth, water, fire, space, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that air is earth, water, fire, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. Air contains other elements. Air is the other elements. 16. Recognizing the element space everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element space everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing space. Smiling. 17. Seeing that the element space contains earth, water, fire, air, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that space is earth, water, fire, air, and consciousness, I breathe out. Space contains other elements. Space is the other elements. 18. Recognizing the element consciousness everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element consciousness everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing consciousness. smiling. Recognizing the element consciousness everywhere I breathe in. Smiling to the element consciousness everywhere I breathe out. Recognizing consciousness. Smiling. 19. Seeing that the element consciousness contains earth, water, air, fire, and space, I breathe in. Seeing that the consciousness is earth, water, air, fire, and space, I breathe out. Consciousness contains other elements. Consciousness is the other elements. This exercise leads us to the observation of the 6 elements that comprise both the human organism and the universe. The 6 elements are earth, water, fire, air, space, and consciousness. Earth stands for the soulless aspects of things, water for the fluid, fire for warmth and heat, air for movement. Space and consciousness are the nature and frame of the 4 first elements. When we breathe in, we see earth in our bodies. When we breathe out, we recognize and smile to that element earth. Earth is the mother who gives us birth, and our mother is right inside us. We are one with our mother. We are one with the earth. Every moment earth is entering us. The vegetables we eat are also earth. As we meditate, we should see earth by means of concrete images. When we meditate on water in ourselves, we should see water in our blood, in our saliva, bile, and sweat. And we should smile to acknowledge water. Our bodies are approximately 70% water. We can also see air and space in our bodies. If we look deeply, we shall see that these elements depend on each other. The air, for example, is nourished by the forest, and the forest needs the air to nourish itself. The vegetable world, including the vegetables we eat, requires the earth and the heat of the sun to grow. Neither space nor solid matter could exist without the other. The Sutta teaches that form is also mind, and we see consciousness has penetrated every cell of our bodies. Consciousness upholds body, and body upholds consciousness. When we begin to meditate on earth, water, fire, air, space, and consciousness outside our bodies, we recognize that these 6 elements are everywhere in the universe. we gradually come to see that we and the universe are one. The universe is our basis, and we are the basis of the universe. This composition and the decomposition of a body don't add anything to or take away anything from the universe. The sun is just as necessary for our bodies as our hearts are. The forest is just as necessary for our bodies as are our lungs. Our bodies need the river as much as they need our blood. If we continue to meditate like this, we shall see that we can let go of the boundaries between I and not I, and thus we can overcome the distinction between birth and death, being and non-being, and finally we can overcome fear. According to the principle of interdependent origination, the one comes about because of the all, and the all is present in the one. Thus, the earth element contains water, heat, air, space, and consciousness elements. The earth element can be recognized as including the whole universe within itself. The Pali word kasina, in Sanskrit kasina, is sometimes translated as sign, meaning the sign that we have realized the object of our meditation, but the original meaning of the word is wholeness. And when our meditation is deep enough, we see that each element contains all the others. Such a practice is called Kasina Yatana Bravana, which means training in entering the whole. In Kasina Yatana Bravana, we can also meditate on colors: blue, red, white, and yellow.